many good things happening on main streets and downtowns across the Magnolia State. So today we're going to highlight what's happening downtown this weekend. Remember, it is brought to you by the Mississippi Main Street Association. So don't forget, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events in your area. But we're looking to Columbus, and we got Barbara with us today to talk about Sounds of Summer in Columbus, which is a wonderful community event. So welcome, Barbara.
Well, thank you very much. Glad to be with you today.
I'm glad to have you. I'm glad that there's going to be some sounds of summer other than us sweating and panting. So there has to be other good things to be doing as the temperatures climb tremendously. So what's happening? Is it this weekend or is it coming up tomorrow?
It's tomorrow evening. We have Sounds of Summer on Thursday evenings here in Columbus. The Main Street Columbus has partnered with the Columbus Lounge Chamber of Commerce for 15 years now to bring this event to our community, and it's a free event. We hold it at our soccer complex, which is a wonderful venue for kids, because while you're listening to music, people are dancing, having a good time. The kids are playing soccer and enjoying beach balls and various things in the background. So it's a really good family-friendly event enjoyed by all.
Barbara, it's rare that you have events such as this that are multiple occasions throughout the year to last for 15 years, right? Like that means that the community loves it.
You know what? It's just as popular as ever. People talk about it all year long. They ask us about it throughout the year, making sure that we're going to have it again. So it's a very popular event. Of course, it's free, as I said, and people always enjoy that.
So what kind of music will be played this coming up Thursday?
This Thursday, the music will be provided by a group called Artistic, fabulous dance music from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Lounge Soccer Complex, as I said. It is free, open to the public. We do have cold beverages and food available for purchase. We say bring your lawn chairs and your blankets because there's no seating. We sit around on the ground. It's very casual and just a lot of fun.
But no pets. I see that on the site.
Well, we ask no pets. Yes, no pets and no coolers. It is a fundraiser for Main Street and for the Chamber of Commerce. Not a huge one I'll throw in there. It's more for fun than anything else, but it's a slight fundraiser. So.
Well, you talk about the Main Street, and that's who's helped putting on Sounds of Summer there in Columbus. And there's Main Streets all across Mississippi that are up to really great things this summer and then all year long. So when you have fundraisers like this, Barbara, remind us how important it is to support it, because you guys, like I mentioned, are busy bees all year long, making our communities a fun place to be.
Absolutely. Well, the goal of Main Streets throughout the state and the nation, actually, is to keep our downtown revitalized and looking beautiful. We work on rehabilitation projects, beautification projects, various things throughout the year, and these fundraisers help to fund those activities. We also do things like open houses to draw people downtown, which help our downtown merchants and restaurants. And, of course, we're all still trying to get past that pandemic that we had just a short while ago. And I think our community, as well as others, have done very well to get past that point. But it's so important to support Main Streets and small business.
Well, and because then they give back to free events, like Sounds of Summer or family
Absolutely.
events for you to be able to come out.
We do a festival in our community that's free called Market Street Festival, quite a large festival. We just had that in May. And we do other events throughout the year that are free, open to the public. And these things, fundraisers, just help to fund that.
So what's coming up this year after the summer heat sort of winds down, which that's going to be a while for us here in Mississippi. But I know you guys there at the Main Street of Columbus Main Street are already working behind the scenes on something that's probably in a different season.
I'll tell you, we currently have our farmers market, which happens Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in downtown Columbus. In July, we have an event. This will be the second year. It's called Let's Flamingo Downtown. It is tons of fun. We hide little baby rubber flamingos throughout the downtown, and people search for those, and they turn them in and win door prizes and various things. And on that evening, we again will have a concert from 8 to 10 outdoors at our Leadership Plaza, right in the middle of downtown Columbus. And then July 15th, we participate in Lemonade Day, which is a great activity, nationwide Lemonade Day, which allows small kids to set up lemonade lemonade stands, and the purpose is to teach them how to be a young entrepreneur, teach them some good business practices and things of that nature, and that is always a lot of fun.
So you also have a busy
have
summer.
an art walk that comes up downtown in September. We have move on into the holiday season with all of our open houses and small business Saturdays and tree lightings. We have a huge Wassail Fest each December, Christmas parade. So it never stops.
It never stops. Miss Barbara, how long have you been with Columbus Main Street?
Over 10 years.
So you've done these events sort of in and out. You've been with Sounds of Summer for what, two-thirds of the
Actually,
of the
I've
time?
been, yes, but I actually volunteered for the first 5 years. So I've been hanging there with them. We've been here quite a while. So we volunteered quite a bit with Main Street. I actually served on the Main Street board before I became the director.
So have you seen every act of Sounds of Summer?
Yes.
I feel like you need a trophy. I think you need a flamingo for that, Miss Barbara. That's quite a. But that goes to show that thriving main streets are because of its locals who pour into it. I know you're not the only volunteer. You're certainly not the only one at Main Street that makes all of these events sort of happen. And it's up to us, to come out and sort of support them so they can keep thriving. I want to go back to the flamingo thing, though, Miss Barbara. That's super cool. How many flamingos will you guys be hiding in Columbus?
My goodness, last year we hit over 200.
That's so neat. Where do you get your flamingos?
And it was more fun. It's in July, so it's not what you would call cool. So we encourage people to wear flip-flops, shorts, Hawaiian shirts, dress very casual. We have a real fun gal in town that dresses up in a flamingo costume, and we decorate our Columbus Arts Council so that people can take pictures there with, her name is Fiona, with Fiona the flamingo, or they can take pictures with their friends that they happen to be with. So we're just, like I say, this is our second year. We're looking to expand it this year and just make it more and more fun in the future.
Well, I love that. I love what y'all got going on there in Columbus, Barbara. If we want to keep updated, or maybe we're traveling through this summer from somewhere else in the state and we want to see what, where to eat or where to stay or what there may be going on, where do we go to do that?
You can go to our website, columbusmainstreet.com. You can stop in, if you're in town, at our Tennessee Williams Welcome Center. They always have up-to-date information on what's going on. Give our office a call at any point. We'll help you out, 662-328-6305. We'll be glad to provide what information we can. And we ask everybody to come on and join us for some fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and that is tomorrow night. You mentioned from 6:30 to 8:30 in Columbus. Come out, enjoy some music, have a good time, support the Main Street.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, the last Sounds of Summer for this year will be 2 weeks later on June the 29th.
All right. So mark your calendars. Well, Miss Barbara, I appreciate you. I bet we'll talk again before the year's over.
Sounds great. I hope so. Thank you so much for calling.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good one. And don't forget, too, you can go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events in your area. You've also got the block party in downtown Pascagoula happening again this Friday, which is the third Friday of every month. Man, this comes around so quick. I feel like our summers are just, flying by, really. But Main Street Pascagoula hosts this festival-style event each month from March through October. So they're going to extend a little bit past the summer months. So the third Friday festivals, you got live music, kid activities, vendors, specials from downtown businesses. So you can start enjoying that event at 5 p.m. There in Pascagoula coming up Friday. And then you do also have Sunset on the Square. It's coming from a fun night and a free concert on Hernando's Courthouse lawn. It's also going on this weekend from 7 to 9 p.m. And if you're into cars, classic cars, you've got Classic Cruise in Boonville. They got a car show. They also have live music in historic downtown Boonville. All that information and more can be found at msmainstreet.com/calendar. And then there's no excuse not to have anything to do on the weekend. I'm always impressed of all the acts, all of the entertainment, all of the festivals that are going on in all, let's say, majority of 82 counties, or one or more any given weekend. And yeah, you got to get out and you got to support it. Be like Miss Barbara, who's gone to something for all of them. That's 15 years in a row she's gotten out and supported not only just the event, but then also you've got the local artists or the artists who come to those events as well. And if you think about it, Rhino, if you've been to all 15 years, then you would have and you started as a baby, you now have your driver's permit. to come to that event. That's crazy to think you could go from diapers to driver's license all in one event in one community. Maybe I'm just thinking about that because I have kids and time's going by fast. I don't know, but stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.